get a TKO has to go all the way to the 12th. The first time that he's gone this entire distance. Can't be all bad for him either, right, Roy?
Can't be bad at all. Great experience fight for him. Great opportunity to stretch himself out for 12 rounds. A great experience, learning experience for both fighters.
Look at his jaw.
Round one, the knockdown took place. Left hand there, as you see, on the top of the head, then a perfect right hook on the jaw. And Mensah looked up at the lights for a moment before careening and falling to the canvas. At that point, you wondered how far he was going to be able to go. And 3 or 4 rounds later, when he was getting hammered repeatedly by Machado, you wouldn't have given much of a chance.
Let me mute this. Alberto Machado beat the guy you just seen get knocked out right there, Rafael Mensah, via, it should be unanimous decision. So basically, I fell asleep on the card last night, so I'm watching it now this morning. It is 8:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July the 22nd. I am TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. This is what Harold Letterman's card is, 120-106. That's right. You know, the backstory is, this is the first time Rafael Mensah is being paid for a fight, according to HBO. He has been fighting over in Ghana, or I forgot where he's from, Ghana, and he's never been paid for a fight. He gets on HBO for his first fight that he's being paid for, and you have to wonder how much he's being paid, because guess what? He's with Don King. His daughter died last year. And, you know, HBO had, had to mention that maybe that's why Tony Weeks let this fight go on. But if you really, really look at it, he wasn't in.
Kudos to the judges who did a good job. They got exactly the scores that I suggested should be the case. And CompuBox numbers will show you the reason why. As in total punches, Machado landed 234 to 9.
Here, it's crazy. You know, and you would think that, you know, it wasn't an exciting, you know, sometimes you have to think, like, where do these guys come from when it comes to the rankings and how does it work? You know, I have to go back and look. I'm probably not. I'm not going to go back and look. I was going to say that I was going to go back and look and see if Rafael Mensah was ranked by the WBA a couple of months ago. You know, or before he signed with Don King, because right now, looking at it, he's up there. Where's it at? Number 1. He's up there, number 1. While we're here, let's talk about the 130-pound division. Miguel Berchuk is right there. You know, he has an allegiance somewhat with Golden Boy. You have Alberto Machado. I would like to see Alberto Machado versus Miguel Berchuk next. You know, that would be kind of logical, right? But with the way things are looking, Machado can't unify this belt, this regular belt, because guess what? Gervonta Davis is the super champion somehow. You know? So when you're a champion, this is who Alberto Machado could possibly fight. By the way, he's promoted by, co-promoted by Miguel Cotto. So I wonder, you know, let's say, for example, if the WBA were to order Gervonta Davis versus Alberto Machado. Let's say if they were, right? Can Golden Boy, you know, Gervonta Davis is definitely fighting on Showtime. He's fighting on Showtime unless something, it would be big boxing world news if a headline comes out that says Gervonta Davis is going over to HBO, right? So let's say, you know, if the fight happens on Showtime, will Miguel Cotto, I mean, who has the majority share, you know, when it comes to Alberto Machado? You would think that it's Golden Boy with their TV deal with HBO, right? So would they let Machado go over this Showtime because they're confident they would, you know, he would beat Gervonta Davis? I don't know. Then you would look at, well, you got Ryan Garcia, who was in attendance tonight watching the fight with Golden Boy and, you know, Miguel Cotto and all them. So he's moving up the ranking. He's not ranked anywhere else. So I would think that they're positioning him to possibly fight for this title one day. You know, and I think that's in a nutshell. So who would Machado likely fight next? Don't be surprised. He's been on the winning streak. Rene Alvarado. He fought on the Bellew 2 undercard. Don't really remember these two guys. I doubt they'll do a rematch with him. Can they get Jesus Cuellar from, what's his deal with Al Heyman and Showtime? Would he come over? Brian Vasquez is fighting who? A rematch with Beltran, possibly. And then, you got Gamboa out there, Francisco Vargas. So, but my money will probably be on a Rene Alvarado. My money. I've actually seen him fight live years back over in Fox Sports 1, a card here in Philly. You got Billy Dibb and Tevin Farmer, who's going to be fighting for the vacant IBF title. After, I don't want to talk about the story behind it because I got to do a whole new video on it. But they're fighting in a couple of weeks on August the 4th, if I'm correct, over in Australia. You have Christopher Diaz versus Masayuki Ito. They're fighting for the WBO. I forgot the date. I think that's soon. It's really coming up soon. So in regards to Machado, oh wait, let me play this. I got to get the post-fight interview if he does one. Let me see if I can fast forward. Nope. They don't give my man a post-fight interview, y'all. They go straight into the promos. Well, anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. A guy like Rafael Mensah, his story alone, is you wonder where he goes from here because you want to hear him do better in boxing. Because you want to hear him at least become a journeyman. Because with his story, what happened to his daughter not getting paid, you would think that, that can be sold against up-and-coming opponents. Because truth be told, I don't see him being that good. I don't know who or how let me go look at it. Let's pull his, damn it, this video is already becoming longer than I wanted it to be. Let's go look at it. His coach was telling him, you got to put a little bit of combinations together or some shit in between round 10 and 11. And he was like, don't worry. Yeah, I don't know none of these names. And they've all been in where is he from again? Yeah, he's from Ghana, right? Seconds out, boxing gymnasium. Radio Raheem got a gym? I got a gym in Ghana? Yeah, you know any of these names? That's the WBA for you, though, man. There's oh, shit, you what? You fought 30 fights and you 30-0 with 23 knockouts? Why are you not ranked by us? Why are you not ranked, bro? We got you. You want a title shot? You ain't never make no money. Let's call up Don King. TstreeT Controversy. Please subscribe.